Hey, we're up. How's it? I'm trying to just get the chat going. For some reason, chat's being a bit weird. We should be up now. Anyway, so this is just a quick. Bro, Twitch chat is working, but YouTube chat isn't. Come on, bro. Every time. I don't know why it tries to keep adding shorts. Stop adding shorts. Here we go. YouTube chat is up. Anyway, so yeah, it's not a major thing. It's just a channel update. And basically, yeah, I want to kind of switch gears and see what everyday streaming is going to be like. That's the plan. So I've got a list of games, that I reckon will be good kind of to start. I'm going to leave the ones that we got going. I mean, we've got Space Marine, we've got Control going, Death Stranding, God of War. I'm gonna leave that in. But the ones I'm gonna add are, going to be for the other 3 days, and then my thinking is like we can start rotating them out, or maybe there's like games that we can just try a few, few episodes of and see how it goes, and if we like it, we keep it. If not, then we chuck it. But it kind of gives us a little bit of flexibility. So I'm thinking just to do like a brief, brief 3 trailers. I mean, you don't need to see trailers for the existing ones, but for the 3 new ones, yeah. Look, you've seen me play Dune already, and you guys know that I really want to play that. So that's going to be one of them. The other one's Expedition 33, and then after that, I'm thinking Remnant, probably. Hey, thanks, man. It's cold at the moment, Bruce, so it's wearing lots of layers. How you doing, Namasha? So I'm taking everybody through, just the 3 new days of streaming, and then the three games that are coming. So, Expedition, thank you for the recommendation. We're gonna have a look at the trailer now, and then then we're gonna get. We've got obviously Space Marine. New content's being added all the time, so Space Marine is probably gonna stay in the loop for a bit. Control, we've just become the director, so we kind of just opened up the rest of the game. We're going to keep that going. Dune is literally launching on the 5th of June. So, definitely going to be playing that. Might as well be on the channel. And then Remnant, they've got a super special on at the moment. Perfect timing. And then we've also got Prey, and Prey can replace anything else. That can replace Expedition when we finish it, or we can have a look and see if there's anything else that's like new that's coming out. But that's my thinking. So I think let's watch. I haven't so and like I can't remember the last time I played a turn-based game. It's been a while, and Expedition looks incredible, and Namasha, obviously you've recommended it, so yeah, I really want to give it a bash. So I'm gonna just do the full trailer. I'll probably head out for a second while we watch it. Can I max? Why is it giving me a max screen? There we go. Hold on. Which is the first trailer? Why is this thing messy? Okay, there we go. We'll do cinematic, and then we'll do. That's another cinematic. Okay. We'll do those two. We'll check them out now. Oh, the thing I just need to make sure is the volume's not coming through on the mic.
I didn't make the rules between you two.
You're fighting
Ah, we're good.
to change things.
All right. Oh shit.
Those who come after. You're only going to make.
Yeah. Probably could have set up the two traders just beforehand, but you know. I'll see you in a second.
You should never have come. You're only going to make things worse for everyone. No. She chose to come. I didn't make the rules.
Of course that had to happen. Why? Is it because I'm doing it through... I wanted to do it through the browser, but I wonder if I should do it through the app. Is it going to do that each time? I don't know what happens with Chrome, man. Sometimes it chews up too many resources and then it bombs.
Fighting to change things.
For those who come after.
Just see if it stays on. If it doesn't, then yeah, then I'll switch to the app.
Thought I was used to losing people.
Yeah, me too.
It looks like... Jesus, it looks incredible. Doesn't the main protagonist remind you of what's his name? What's his name? Actor who played Legolas, Lord of the Rings.
Is this true? Miles with him. We need to go now.
Who are you?
Yeah, man, they look so good. Is it super resource intensive, or have you noticed like the... Wonder if it's like, what's his name?
Seems absurd to offer oblivion as recompense, but
It's cleverly optimized.
she'll never paint again.
What's that guy's name who played Legolas, man? What's that actor's name? Yeah, I'm gonna watch the other one as well. And also, this looks like not this dude.
Who are you?
That looks like the nameless puppet. Yeah, bro, that looks... oh, what's his name? Orlando Bloom. And that looks like Pierce Brosnan.
I know it seems absurd to offer oblivion as recompense, but she'll never paint again.
You know, PS5? Okay. It looks like a lot of the visuals are like set in the background,
Void, take everything.
which is epic because it means that you can, you know, you can make some seriously stunning
Is
visuals
this true? Miles with him.
because you're not really
We need to
interacting
go
with it.
now.
Who does that look like?
We need to go now.
Each of them looks like a little bit like an actor. You know? I see it more when we're probably playing it. Oh, she looks like. Oh. This is gonna irritate me now, bro. Okay, we're gonna watch the next trailer. She looks a little bit like Nelly P. Cruz. A little bit. Hey? Will this open linear? Okay.
Who are you?
Looks super cool.
I've been
I left
having
the what's his name cam on. Oh well.
Being out here isn't what I expected.
Legacy can take many forms, right? Learn from the ones who came before.
And they betrayal. The ones who come after.
Really good.
Wait, I hear something.
And again, dude, turn-based. I haven't played one for.
Get ready.
I don't remember it.
Is that a Kestrel?
I still can't believe they exist.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I just need a foot. Aha!
You can turn into a Nevrod.
Bonjour, mes amis.
We need to cross the sea? Bulger said you could help?
All right. Ready to sail like a snail.
So do you? Oh, I left the master.
This is a much better way to travel.
Souls like turn-based. Okay. So punishing,
We're gonna take down the painters to the three of us?
but rewarding parries and
I'm
dodges.
not a coward. Patrons, us.
Oh, so that's what the
As long as even one of us
Talked
stands,
about-
our fight
it's
is
turn-based,
not
but
over.
they've added in a you can actually parry the what's his name boss's hits, at least the opponent's hits, even though it's turn-based. But if it's Souls-like, then it's going to be a really small window, and it's going to hurt a lot. Yeah, so the second trailer is more on the world than like the characters of
We
it.
need to cross the sea? Bulger said you could help?
All right.
I still can't believe they exist.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I just need a foot. Aha!
Ready.
I'm interested to see what this is gonna feel like. Does it feel like snappy and like,
I still can't believe they exist.
you know,
To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I just
crisp?
need a foot. Aha!
You can turn into a Nevrod.
Huh. Okay.
Bonjour, mes amis.
We need to cross the sea? Bulger said you could help?
All
The boss HP, but does not change boss
sail
HP.
like
Huh.
a snail.
This is a much
Okay.
better way to travel.
But now your damage output. So if you up the difficulty, does your damage output change? Hopefully it's not bullet sponge. Just more punishing. Okay, they were the parries. Okay, nice. Ah, phew. Okay, that looks quite quick.
We're gonna take down the painters to the three of us?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward.
even one of us
Looks
stands,
epic though,
our
eh?
fight is not over.
Dude, I'm stoked, bro. I'm stoked. Okay, so we're gonna have to decide what day that's gonna be on. Your goatee? Damn! We're still in May, bro. There's still some games to come out. It's not even close. Sure. I'm even more stoked. Okay, so June, you guys have seen. I'm happy to play a trailer though. Look, June, I think we're gonna have to work out obviously where these games are gonna slot in. I remember you saying Remnant 1 will do a story, will do mainly story, then Remnant 2 will sink our teeth into. So then we're going to need to work out, like, if we need to sink, like, a fair amount of time into it, then maybe we leave that for weekends. Dune is going to be another one of those. Dune, we're going to need to, like, yeah, we're going to have to put some hours in. God of War story. Death Stranding is cleanup. And then when 2 comes out, it'll be story. Space Marine, I don't think we need to sink in major time in Space Marine. I think we can just do an op or 2. And then obviously the test server is now coming. When was it? Start of June. And then we'll be in test server for a month. So, you know, trying out Horde mode. But yeah, I think like, so here's my thinking. I'm thinking Space Marine can stay during the week, but maybe God of War moves to, I don't know. I don't know. See, Tuesdays and Thursdays, my plan is to jam a little bit longer, but Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be a bit shorter because I've got gym. So I'll be at gym beforehand, and then I'll come and jam after. So then it needs to be like, yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be kind of shorter, I think. Friday is actually a good day to jam long, bro. I don't know. We'll work it out. And then Prey, yeah. So Prey, I definitely want to put Prey on the channel. It's so good. But that can replace something that we finished. So that could replace Control. That can come whenever. And also, I want to try and balance like a mix of new games and a mix of old games. Okay? So currently, we're gonna have Dune and we're gonna have Expedition. Those are new. And Space Marine's also pretty new because it's rotating, so new stuff all the time. But then I think, should it be 50-50 new and old, or should it be more new than old? I don't know. Death Stranding, if that's going to be replaced with 2, so that'll be brand new. I don't stress too much about that one. And yeah, if it's story based, then I don't think we need to rush that story. And I'll probably do story like, it would be a good swap for Control. Yeah, I was thinking the same. So I think for DS2, I'll probably just do the story like I did with DS1 now, and then go into cleanup after. So that can also switch days if we need it. And then June, I think June is probably going to be a Saturday game or a Sunday game, where probably a Sunday game because it's super chilled. I mean, look, the next section gets pretty like spicy, but generally it's, it's survival and building. I mean, that's kind of like it's awesome, but it's not, it's not overly like, yeah, it's not like Expedition, put it that way. So that could probably be a chilled out Sunday game. That probably makes the most sense. And then maybe we run Remnants on Saturdays. Maybe. Or reverse. I don't know. Let's. I do want to check the trailer for Remnant. I do want to check the trailer for Dune. Is this the one?
A terrible sandstorm
Yeah.
is building. The only hope for survival is to take shelter, and quickly. On Arrakis, exposure to the raw, unbridled elements is death. But walls alone will not save you from the maelstrom.
Ah,
You
okay.
need power
That's
and
not a bad
the
idea.
engineering of Chone to raise a
That's not a
protective
bad idea.
shield against
Remnant
the
on
storm.
Friday.
Without such
And
protection,
June Saturday.
even the strongest walls will erode and fail in time, as will anything left in the open. Your exposed vehicle is beyond repair, but a lesson is learned.
Dude, I can't wait to jump back into this game.
You need better protection
I really
against
enjoyed the beta.
dangers of Arrakis. It's time to upgrade your base. Base construction and expansion can
I'm
be
hoping
done
there's like a
alone
lot of
or together
optimization.
with others.
Look, I think there will be. The
With
beta
Solido
build was an older
projections,
build.
Building as a group is easy.
Look at that.
To further customize your base, you must align yourself with one of the warring great houses, displaying your allegiance through their unique architecture. The Atreides welcome your aid. Swear your fealty to the Atreides and rise to greatness on Arrakis.
Dude, I can spend
Your
hours
base
doing that.
serves as a
Hours.
reflection of both your influence and your allegiance to a faction. The safety provided by your base allows you to craft powerful new tools, technologies, and vehicles. Here we are
Fly
crafting
around
a
in an
ground car.
ornithopter. Oh, bro.
Once each part of your vehicle is assembled, you can install modules to enhance its specialization further and customize its appearance. By aligning with the Atreides, you have earned the option to craft their faction-specific ground car.
And this is one of those ones where DLC is going to be coming out,
On the
updates going to be coming
horizon,
out. It's also,
Another sandstorm approaches,
you know,
but this time
apparently there's an
you are
expansion where they go to the caps, polar caps.
Your base is equipped with powerful shields for protection, and a custom-built garage that will keep all your vehicles safe from the raging storm. The shields are vital, but they come with a cost. With a construction of this size, the Emperor demands a tax to keep your base running. You will construct grand bases, and in Dune Awakening, you will have the option to share them with others if you choose.
Building. Copied.
All your creations can be recorded as blueprints. These can be shared with allies, or even bought and sold on the exchange.
So this is the question I had.
Anyone holding a blueprint
So these blueprints, they'll probably be blueprints that we can buy or like we can unlock, which is rad because the building from scratch is cool, but after a few times of doing that, you're gonna be like, man, I'd like a blueprint, and then yeah, it'd be nice to, also pick up some blueprints that we can mod.
can instantly
on top
place
of.
a projection of the entire building and construct an exact copy for themselves. Dune Awakening's
Look at
building
that.
system allows for limitless creativity.
Dude,
Build your foundations strong, for your walls must stand against the unfathomable forces of Arrakis.
it's also one of those things where I can
Arrakis.
I can do a lot of it off camera. And then the next time we jump in, it'll be like, kind of do a what's his name? Tour of the digs. But yeah, bro. We spend hours doing that. Plus, it's got a survival element to it as well.
So then,
So you've got to just make sure everything's constantly running and
you're
working.
not quite dead.
Cool.
Great plots are afoot in the Imperium,
And it's set in the Dune universe. Ooh.
and the currents of intrigue run deeply. You will go to Arrakis as our agent. You have one task. Find the Fremen.
So apparently what they're going to do is, so you saw that you've got Atreides and Harkonnen, right? So the two warring clans, effectively, houses. Apparently what they're going to do is they're going to introduce a third one. People reckon it's the Fremen. Probably is, because you're kind of like, you need to go find them, because currently they're not there. Or at least they're hiding. So they could introduce that, which then changes, potentially like bases and blueprints and
Sleeper.
yeah, which is cool. But we don't know 100% if it is the Fremen.
Of a terrible crash. Who are you? You've heard the expression, the spice must flow. I am the man who ensures that it continues.
And then there's late game PvP.
I dreamed of you.
In fact, I think the section after the starter section
Comets in the sky.
is also
The
PvP.
seer of lies. I am terrified of what happens when you awaken. Sky, the seer of lies.
I look like an actress.
I am terrified of what
What movie
happens
was that?
when you awaken.
We've all lost our way.
I'm probably going to do a Mentat build to start. Probably. I did Trooper in the beta, but
Every person carries their past with them.
I think Mentat's probably going to be more my jam. Apparently it pairs well with Trooper. Do both. Oh. June 10th, unless you pre-order, June 5th. Already have. Okay, then Remnant. Obviously there's Remnant 1 and Remnant 2, but Remnant 1 we're going to do story, Remnant 2 we'll do... What's his name? I want to know how, like, what's the story behind this, like, crazy... Got archaic with tech, with alien, with everything's all mixed. Looks cool though, bro. Is that it? Oh, that's quite a small trailer. Damn. Look, I mean, I went down the rabbit hole of you know, how many secrets there are, and like how every little small thing that you can changes, you know, some of the drops. At least all of the drops. So we'll probably need like a, you know, a legend or something on screen, just, you know, or an FAQ, just be like, hey, you know. 300 hours? Holy shit. Look, I mean, I don't mind playing a game with the game guide, right? So, you know, like go on Extra Life, and I mean, I don't know about a full blown walkthrough. That might be a bit much. And obviously, the first time I played, it's just like. So wait, that's Remnant from the Ashes. Is that the first one? That's the first one, right? It is. We need Remnant 2. Okay, so that's the trailer for 1. Huh. Okay. Remnant 2. You wanted every item at max level. Fair enough. Okay, so this is Remnant 2. Nice. Oh, it's Gearbox. Okay, same guys who did Borderlands. Yeah, dude, you got Alien, you've got like Witchcraft, you've got Tech, it's all mixed. Gunslingers. Dude, this is a well-edited trailer, holy shit. Oh, okay. And you can jam co-op. This looks fun as hell. I love the way this is edited. So, so it's just a clash. It's like a clash of worlds. Is that the whole thing? That's why it changes every time. 3-man co-op, cross-platform. Okay, so yeah, that makes more sense now. So it's all like it's a whole bunch of different worlds and realms, like all crashing into one another. That's like a bleed effect, right? That's cool. Shit, I can't believe the first trailer we were looking at was number 1. Number 1 still looks good. Huh. Okay. Yeah, man. And then Prey, yeah, I think Prey, that's a good idea. Prey can replace Control. Made by the same peeps. And I've played, look, I've played Prey once before, but it's just so good. And I'll probably go down the tech route, as you know. I always end up going down tech routes in games, but it is kind of who I am anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's it. Yeah, literally just a quick video just to say, we're going to be doing everyday streaming. I'm going to kind of introduce them as we go. So as June launches, and then I think that's a good idea for Friday. So let's start Remnant on Friday. Yeah, let's start Remnant on Friday, and then Prey we can do after Control, so that'll just replace Tuesday. And then the thing I've got to think about is just time and like gym and all of that shit. But we'll work it out. You know, if I need to adjust, I'll adjust. I mean, it's not like. And then Expedition. When should we do Expedition? Maybe we start that next week? Or should we start it now? Like Wednesday. What day is it today? Monday. So Monday today. Should we do Control tomorrow, then Expedition Wednesday? Why not, right? Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it. So we'll do Expedition Wednesday. So Control Tuesday, Expedition Wednesday, Space Marine Thursday, and then Remnant Friday. And then we've still got Death Stranding, God of War. And then the following Monday, what's the following Monday? Not time for June yet. June releases on Thursday. Ooh. Okay, hold on a second. I have a problem. Because Space Marine 2, PTS is when? When did they say it was? Hold on. Siege mode. Okay, there we go. So June 26th it launches, but the PTS starts on when? Bro. Where's the PTS? There it is. Public test server starts June 4th. Huh. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll do Space Marine on June 4th. Because I mean the test server releases on June 4th. I'll do it on June 4th. And then I'll do, instead of Control on Tuesday, I'll do, no, what was it? Wednesday. Damn. Wednesday's June 4th. Okay, hold on. Wednesday's June 4th. June is on the 5th. Okay, so look, depending on times, because depending on time of release, but ideally what I'd need to do is, damn, but if Expedition starts this Wednesday, unless what I do is I start Expedition now on Wednesday, and then next week I move it to Monday. Then at least then we don't have to, I don't want to like, it'll be the second episode. I don't want to fuck around with that. So let's do this. Let's do Expedition on Wednesday now. So at least we started it this week. Then we'll switch Expedition to Monday the following week, and maybe we leave Expedition on Mondays. Then June 4th, Control will keep for Tuesday. June 4th, we'll do test server. Then June 5th, we'll do June. And then 6th, we'll do Remnant, and then the what's the name will continue. Then the following week, yeah, we'll do we'll switch then Expedition. Maybe Expedition stays on a Monday. We'll see how it goes. And then yeah, because yeah, I don't want to miss out on. Look, next week we can just the week following. Sorry, I shouldn't say next week. The following week we can kind of play around. You know, we can move stuff around as and when we need to. June will start. Yeah, if June's on Thursday and it's the release, then I'll definitely jump into that. But then that'll probably switch to Saturday because again, it's going to be a long one. Expedition won't be long. And Space Marine, even though it's test server, we probably going to do like 1 or 2 ops with some news. I mean, it's just, you know, yeah, that'll stay as a week game. You may want to end up wanting Expedition Monday and Wednesday. It's that good. But we're doing 7 different games though, so remember we've got all 7. So then, if it moves to Monday. Wait a minute. Hold on. We got Remnant Friday. Where are the new games slotting in? Oh, hold on. Okay, obviously June release, that's a bit of a different story. But June will probably switch to Saturday. Then what's on Saturday? It's Death Stranding. The Death Stranding would then have to move to the week. Maybe that could be on. Shit, I don't know. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to play around. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, that's the quick update on the channel. Thanks for joining for the episode, Namasha. I will see you again during the week. Tomorrow, of course, we got Control, and then this week's gonna be pretty normal. Apart from Wednesday, of course, we got Expedition, and then Space Marine Thursday, and then Remnant Friday, and then the following week things are gonna start switching around, and then week after that, I don't know. We'll play around. We'll play around. We'll get there. Anyway, for the rest of your Monday, I'll see you in the week. Bye. That's a good plan. I was just about needing it, and then I just saw your thing. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Nice. All right, perfect. See you in the week. Bye.